Hi, welcome back to Danny Harris Arts. Today I'm going to be starting a new project. I'm kind of excited about this one in that I've never done one before, and I've always wanted to do one since I started carving. So what I'm going to be doing is a channel catfish, and this is a Jim Filger pattern that my good friend David Okonski up in New York sent me a couple of years ago, and I'm finally getting around to doing one. The only thing I don't like about this pattern is the gill structure on the side of the head is not quite accurate, and I don't like this stiff as a board straight top view. So what I've done was I've taken it into Photoshop and I use a tool called Puppet Warp. And if you're familiar with Photoshop, you know what it is. If you don't, it's just a tool that you can reshape objects. So what I've done was I just put a slight curve in it. You can see that here, and I'll show you another cutout pattern here in a minute. But that's what I'm going to be doing. Did y'all hear that deer? Could y'all hear that deer blowing in? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's a deer down here somewhere. I guess I spooked it and it's blowing at me. Once they're blowing at you, you pretty much bet they're gone. Anyway, get off the subject here. I'm going to be starting this in just a minute here. I'm going to be drawing it out, laying it out, and cutting it out on the bandsaw. So let me get the camera turned around and we'll get started. I left this wide down here because I want to have plenty of width to put motion in the tail. So I left it wide that I can carve that in. Okay, so I got the rough shape cut out here, and I'm going to start with this extra coarse cuts all bit here, the ball nose, and it removes a lot of wood fast. So I'm going to just start shaping it, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I'm putting the animation I want on the tail. So you can see it's got a swim motion here. Now this is the bottom, so this will be the top. So if he's pushing this way, the tail needs to go this way. So I've got it, kind of got it cupped in a little bit. So start hogging some of this off here and just get it rough. Now that I've got this taken down pretty close to the shape I want with the coarse cuts all bit, I'm going to switch over to this fine cuts all bit now, and it's gold. But if you haven't already, or if you don't know, I'm an affiliate with Bearwood Supply Company, and they carry a whole line of these cuts all bits. So go check them out at bearwood.com. They have all kinds of carving supplies for the wood carver, knives, diamond burrs, carbide burrs, steel carbide burrs, sanding supplies. They carry a line of wood burners called Coalwood, which is one of the industry standards, and they also carry Marathon rotary tools. So go check them out. If you need any carving supplies, bearwood.com. And if you have any, if you make any purchases, you can use my name, Danny, and the promo code and get 5% off, and that also helps me out a little bit. So go check them out, and I'll leave a link in the description as well. So what I've done is I've switched over to this fine one, and I'm just going to take it down a little bit more with a finer grit, and then I'll start going using a sanding pad to take it down even further, or closer to the actual finished piece. I'm just drawing on the rough shape of the gills here. I've got it cut out, and then I'm kind of going off the reference photos here. Just a little bit of a indentation here. And the little bone I was talking about earlier, there's a little bone that kind of juts out just under the skin here. So I want to make sure I leave that visible, and this will be where the pelvic fin goes. And what I've done was I just cut out the holes on the gill shape there, and I'm going to make sure they're even. This one comes up to about right there. That's pretty close. Reference photos showing the bottom like that. So it's getting close. I think the eye was too small on the pattern, so I made it just a little bit bigger. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna carve the eye or make the eye to go in there. I may yet. So anyway, I'm going to stop there for today, and I'll pick back up on this next one, and I'll be working on the fins probably on the next one. Okay, that's going to do it for part one of the channel Catfish wood carving project. Overall, I'm happy with the shape so far. Still need some refining to do, and then I got to work on detailing the gills and the mouth. It's got a nice flowing motion to it, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do on the eyes yet. I'm leaning towards just carving the eyes in and using UV resin to make the glass bulbous shape of them. The whiskers, I'm thinking I'm going to use polymer clay to form the whiskers with, and I've used it on the white-tailed deer project that I did. Check it out. I'll leave a link up here somewhere. And but what I've done there was I used a copper wire frame, and I soldered it and shaped it into the antler shape, and then I wrapped it in polymer clay and baked it in the oven, and it turns it into a hard. It's flexible, but it's rigid plastic. So I think I can do that with the whiskers on this guy, and I think it'll give it more of a flowing, natural look than I can get with nails. So I may just use copper in the bigger whiskers on the mouth here, the small ones on the head and the chin. I think I can just get by with using just the clay without the wiring. But anyway, I'm going to practice with that off camera just to see if it's going to work out all right. But all I have left to do now is like I say, refine the shape down a little bit, start putting the gill detail in, working on the mouth detail, and then in part two I'll be doing that, and as well as working on the fins and laying those out and get those set in. But if you have any questions or comments about it, leave them for me in the comment section below. And if you like these videos, I'd really appreciate it if you consider subscribing. And I will see you guys on part 2 for the channel Catfish.